Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Corner Wath with the Great Millstone Charlotte Camp, coming with another quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I wanted to put this on wax, man, before I head into the plantation. We're seeing, as brothers have been going into throughout just this weekend, in the last couple of days, that Esau, is planning all these distractions, these enchantments, and these psyops, man. That's what the main the focus through the focal point we've seen, through the spirit, is that Esau is trying to distract you with all these, what's it called? The Grammy Awards, the Super Bowl, Valentine's Day, all these things. I think it's some other shit coming up, but they're putting all these distractions, and through these distractions, they're putting up enchantments on the people, man, on the minds of the people, and then throughout that, they're running their psyops, in the midst of it, man. Why? Because they're trying to keep people's eyes off of what's actually happening out here, man. They're trying to keep you distracted. Those psychological operations. They're trying to play on the minds of the people. And it's really, we have to maintain our vigilance, man. We got to continue, as I'll read here in Ephesians, man, to be circumspect, man, to look around and see what's going on, and to understand, what we're seeing, man, and not to be caught up, in the distractions that Esau has played out here, man, because that's their whole MO, is to try to, do some sleight of hand type shit and distract you with that, man. They got one thing going on. Meanwhile, we got World War III. We got, the various plagues. We see the train derailments, starting to ramp up out here. That's poisoning the ecosystem, across the country. All these things. But Jake worried about who won the Super Bowl, who going to the All-Star game. Is Rihanna pregnant or not, right? But all those are distractions and enchantments and psyops, man. Even this the so-called UFOs, right? Because we know that they're not shooting down no chariots, man. These are either things that they've staged, or it's whatever wartime tactics is going on between them and these other countries, man. But we know that these aren't no damn they're not shooting down the chariot, man. But going back to the title, man. These are all distractions, enchantments, and psyops that Esau Edom is using to misdirect you from the truth, man. To misdirect you from what they're actually planning behind the scenes. So I'm gonna just grab this real quick, and it reads: "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." Right, man. Walk circumspectly. You look up that word circumspectly. Let's see, wary and unwilling to take risks, because you taking a risk by going into the ways of this world, man. You gotta walk with your head on the swivel, man. Because it's something coming to take you out on all sides, man. So you gotta continue to be, wary of what's going on out here, man. Was it Sirach 5:15 says, "Be not ignorant of any matter small or great," man. So you gotta have understanding on all levels. You gotta be seeing on all levels. You gotta understand when your attention is trying to be, distracted. When they're trying to put enchantments on you, when they're trying to run different psychological operations. You gotta understand these things. And that goes into being circumspect, man. So like it. Let me see if they got anything else. It says, careful to consider all circumstances and possible consequences. That's the point on that. You gotta be careful out here, man. You have to, understand what you're seeing. Understand, when they're trying to play these different tricks on your mind, man. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil, man. And you got to redeem in the time. You know, in the NLT, like it says here, it says, make the most of every opportunity, right? You got to take the time, you know, to continue to build yourself up in the spirit, you know, in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, continuing to pray, continuing to fast. It's like it. Continuing the you know, fellowship of brothers, man. Continuing to study, you know, being diligent, man. You know, even doing these videos, you know, is us redeeming the time, because the days are evil, man. You know, we're in the midst of the worst times that the earth is ever gonna see, man. You know, where all these things are revving up to Jacob's trouble, but Jacob's worried about all this folly out here, man. You know, these folly days. You know, like I said, All-Star Weekend. What's the shit? Valentine's Day, so-called, is today. All this shit, man. This is what Jake's mindset is on. You know, but they're not redeeming the times, man. They're not preparing themselves for these evil days to come. Because why? They're completely caught up in the distractions and the enchantments and in the psyops, man. You know? It says, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And what's the will of the Lord, man? To bring death and destruction to this place, man. To redeem his elect, you know, to come and completely uproot all wickedness and establish a righteous kingdom underneath his son, man. You know? That's what Yahweh Shai wants. These damn geese. It's like it. Yahweh Shai is coming to establish a righteous kingdom. He's coming to establish, you know, a kingdom where wickedness is completely uprooted, man. You know, that's the will of the Lord, right? He wants to completely do away with our enemies, you know, have us set up, you know, in the ruling seat, right? It says, wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And be not drunk with wine, right? Don't be immersed in these philosophies. You know, don't find yourself getting distracted by the ways of this world, right? You know, don't be susceptible to the psyops and the enchantments that Esau Edom has set before us. You know that they have tested out, because that's their whole thing. All they're trying to do is run these these mind games on people, so that people don't see what's going on behind the scenes, man. You know. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is, and be not drunk with the wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, man. We gotta be filled with the Spirit. Be filled with the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, that's everything. We gotta compare spiritual things to spiritual, man. Right? We're in a spiritual war, so we have to continue to move in the Spirit, right? But we can't be out here being distracted. You know, that's the whole thing Esau is trying to do, is, man, to take your eyes off the prize, right? You know, they showing you a carrot, and then they sneaking in behind you, man. You know, they're showing you all these things in your face, but behind your back, they got all these various wicked devices set up in play, man. You know, let me see here. Slovakia. Let's go to Ephesians 4. How's it go, Slovakia? see here. Oh, it's Thessalonians, Salakia. It's 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, and I'll start in verse 2 or verse 1, because we're in the times, of the Lord's coming. We're in the times where Yahweh Shai is about to come and uproot all the foundations of this world, man. But Esau Edom is trying to keep your eyes away from that, man. He's trying to turn your face away from prophecy, and we have to continue to immerse ourselves, in prophecy, so that we know what's coming, so that we understand what's about to partake in the earth. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Right? So the day of the Lord is coming, man. And it's coming as a thief. Why? Because these people, they're asleep, man, spiritually. They're distracted. The Psyops that Esau Edom, the enchantments that Esau Edom has put forth, is working on these people, man. But as scriptures say, there's no enchantment against Jacob. So the elect, are going to be able to endure throughout these things, man. They're going to be able to fight off, these different spiritual attacks. So like your Lord willing, we be of that number. It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, right? Sudden destruction, World War III, nuclear missiles, various plagues and famines. All these things are coming, right? And it's going to come suddenly. Why? Because they're not paying attention to what's going on out here, man. And even the people who, the so-called whistleblowers, they don't have the full understanding of the will of the Lord. They don't understand why these things are coming, man. It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, as that day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness, man. So, Lord willing, we continue to endure, that we be of the elect number, man. We'll be able to endure these things, man. But brothers, still stay vigilant, stay diligent, understand that what we're seeing, is major enchantments on the left-hand side, major psyops through Esau Edom, man, and major distractions by Esau Edom, man. All these things that we're seeing are trying to distract you, to pull you away, from seeing these prophecies, man. Whether it be these various award shows where we see the satanic rituals, even that halftime show, the Super Bowl shit, all this stuff they're trying to pull your mind away, from what's going on in the real world, man. They're trying to suck you back in, to this falsehood that they have set up, but, I gotta go ahead and head into the plantation right now. So I'm gonna call it. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash. Lord willing, that was an edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasharala, abad the ball, man. Hey, DTA soon. We almost home. Shalom.